All right, guys, this is a really exciting day on the homestead because my Starlink is here. So I have had no real internet service here since I moved here 3 years ago. I do have a cell booster that works off Verizon towers, and I've been using my Verizon cell phone for basically doing hotspots and getting on online meetings and stuff. You know, it's just a pain. You got to leave your phone over here in the window so that you get good reception. So I've been trying to get in on Starlink's Better Than Nothing beta test here for a couple months now, and finally a week and a half or so ago I checked again and it was finally available for my house. So I bit the bullet. I paid the $500 for the equipment. I paid the $99 for the first month's fee, and I'm really excited. They said 2 to 4 weeks for shipping, and it's here within a week and a half now. So let's get this thing inside. Let's get it out of the box, see what it looks like, and get it hooked up, and we'll try it out. So the reason I chose to order this Starlink is because there's really no internet options up here besides HughesNet and Viasat. And I did some research on both, and I really wasn't happy with what they were offering for the prices that they were offering it at. I'll do a little comparison here later in the video. This is $99 a month, no data caps, unlimited data, no throttling, and they're guaranteeing right now 50 to 150 megabits per second with the intention of getting that up to somewhere around, I think it's pretty lofty, but they want to, Musk was saying 10 gigabytes per second eventually, which is extremely fast. It's faster than almost probably any cable internet around here. So, there it is. There's Dishy. All right, let me get these directions out. I'll read through them a little bit, and we'll figure out where we gotta mount this and get it hooked up. Overall, the box is like probably 40 pounds worth of equipment without weighing it, but 40, 50 pounds. Comes with the stand. You can order different mounting options, like if you want to mount it on a pole, they have an option on their website for mounting it to a pole. Couple other things, I think, like wall mounts or, you know, siding mounts. But I'm going to mount it just using the stand for now and see if I can mount it with my own hardware here that I've got in the garage before I go ordering anything else, and we'll see how that goes. So there's not a whole lot here. There's this basically tripod stand that your dish would slide into, and then you can mount that to wherever. You can mount it on a stump out in your yard, you can mount it to the ground, to your roof, wherever. Aside from that, there's the dish, which they actually call that Dishy, Starlink does. And then you got your router, Starlink router. And that's connected to this power supply. 120 volt AC power is what it runs off of, and I've heard it uses about 100 watts of power. And then you've got this cord that powers the dish that runs from your power supply. I don't know how long it is, and it runs right over here to your dish. So your dish will actually modulate and move based on the position of the satellites in the sky. It sends a signal up and they talk, and then once the one satellite that it's talking to gets out of range, it'll actually know which way to point to get to the next one, because it downloads that data prior to the last satellite going out of range. These are all low Earth orbit satellites, which is completely different than what your normal satellite company uses, like Dish Network or HughesNet or Viasat. Most of those satellites are like 20,000 miles up into space, whereas these are a few hundred miles above Earth. So thousands of miles closer than your traditional satellite. This has a built-in heating element so that it will melt snow and ice off in inclement weather. So I was so excited throwing that box open. I was looking for a big instruction sheet. I thought this was it, but it just tells you the wireless regulatory notices for, I guess, for the United States, Italy, all these different countries, which I don't give a shit about. But here is the directions. Give it a clear line of sight. Plug your power supply in. Connect to your router. It's that simple. It's completely plug and play. Let's plug it in. So there it is for now. I just kind of stuck it on this roof and put a couple screws in that tripod there to hold it. I'm probably going to come up with a more permanent location, but I want to try this thing out. I think it's got a clear view of 99% of the sky. You know, there's absolutely no obstructions out this way. You know, the only thing that might mess me up is the soffit of the house right here, if it had to really look back over that way, but I'm not sure. We'll find out tonight, I guess, or tomorrow if I don't get it moved permanently by tomorrow. But let's go in and try it out. Got on my phone, I connected to the internet. It asked me to make a name for my Wi-Fi here and create a password, which I just did. And then it kicked me out. It said to try to sign back in using my password. So let's do that next. All right, it looks like I'm connected. So that was pretty simple. I'm all hooked up now. This is Facebook. Get out of here. I don't know, we'll just go to Drudge Report. Boom. But let's try streaming something. That's gonna be the real. Come on, where's my YouTube? Oh, right here, Glen Helen. So I could never ever do this before, and that's in HD. It's not, you know, in 480 or anything. Okay, so the first test I want to run, I want to shut my Wi-Fi off, use my Verizon network, and we'll run a speed test and see what I was getting prior to having, you know, dedicated internet, using my Verizon internet. That is really, really sad. It's not even a megabit per second. 0.89 megabits per second upload, or download, I should say. And somehow upload's going to be even higher, which I don't know how that makes sense, but so. All right, let's try Starlink and do a speed test and see how it compares. That's ripping. Gonna be somewhere around 95, 96, 95.9 for download. Gonna be over 20 for upload, which is great. $24.1 for upload. Try that one more time. Wow. That's amazing. I'm like 120 times faster than what I was used to with Starlink. Upload's going to be a little bit slower this time at 16.8, but still. So it's pretty cut and dry there. Starlink's the obvious winner over what I had. I'm not going to compare it to like cable internet. It's probably very comparable, but if you have access to cable internet, chances are you probably already have cable internet anyway. I didn't have that option, so this is for somebody that's out here in the middle of nowhere. They don't have access to cable, they don't have access to fiber, and their only options are things like Viasat and HughesNet. So let's do a comparison to the prices and the offerings that Viasat and HughesNet have out there real quick, and then we'll call it a day. I'll use this for a couple weeks. I'll do another follow-up video, let you know what I like, what I don't like, and we'll have a discussion then. So let's compare prices. So let's go through what they offer. At $99 a month through HughesNet, you get 50 gigabytes, but it's capped at 50 gigabytes. So after you go over 50 gig, it's going to start to throttle you back. And they're only guaranteeing 25 megabits per second download speed. They offer that for all their packages, but I mean, 10 gigabytes, you're not even going to be able to pay your bills, I don't think, at 10 gigabytes over a course of 30 days. So 50 gigabytes, still very, very low data cap. You're going to run out of data if you're doing any kind of streaming very, very quickly. You're going to get throttled and you're going to get kind of frustrated, I would think. For Viasat, they're offering 12 megabits per second download, and they're offering for 50 gigabytes at $100 a month, same basically as HughesNet. But again, you got to sign a contract. You need to have them come install the equipment, and you're going to get throttled after that 50 gigabytes. So there's no throttling with Starlink. There's no data caps, and there's no contracts. Let's take a look at the difference in speeds. So this is probably somebody did an average. This is from PC Mag. I found this. You can see they had an average speed of 80 megabits per second download for Starlink and almost 14 for upload. For HughesNet, it was way down to about 20 for download and 2.64 for upload. For Viasat, you're at 25 for download, 3.25 for upload. So you're almost 4 times faster with Starlink in all categories than you'd be with HughesNet or Viasat. So you got the speed, you have no contracts, you have no data caps. It's a no-brainer, really. We'll see how I like this in another 2 weeks or whatever, and I'll bring you back. Hopefully, I don't have any issues with it, but I'm sure I'll find some stuff that I don't like, and I'll be as honest as I can about it. And I don't know. Like I said, it's a game changer for me up here, and I can even upload my videos right here from the house. So it's going to be a huge deal. I'm going to have a lot better content for you guys in the future. So hope you hit the like and the subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one, and be safe.